I don't go out. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I have a prescription for Adderall 10 milligrams with a cig. Take one 10 milligram dose of Adderall, P-O-Q day B-I-D, which translates to take one 10 milligram dose of Adderall per day, twice a day, as needed, if PRN is at the end. Well, with that being said, and I don't do drugs. I've never in my entire life done the harder drugs. You know, I've been to a rave before. You know, I was a hip mother. You know, at some point in my life, I know what the kids are up to, you know, and I am also not naive. Now, you guys all know what I went through because I keep it consistent no matter what identity on social media is there. I keep it consistent. I don't have a choice but to keep it consistent. Too much of my life is wrapped into how much I love other people, right? If I'm not able to omit anyone from the love that I have for them, you know, my children, my family, my whomever, then they have to not be allowed or permitted. They have to not be permitted to allow people to cause me harm, you know? And it seems like they're using my love as a trap for me to hurt me. And I don't have any choice over it. They're pieces of actual shit. Like, they're garbage. They're not good. And I'm making these updates and these videos day by 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 day with documents across numerous different platforms of social media about exactly what I've been experiencing and more. And still, for some reason, there's no change. Xavier doesn't call me fuck you bitch and say, you know, fuck off. And Xavier and I don't live homeless with a bunch of bags. Xavier and I was homeless after Dylan threw me out of my home unlawfully in 2019. Prior to that, I've never been homeless in my entire life. I've always had my own place. And my 4 children lived with me until January of 2020. Now, it's 2026, and 2 days ago, Xavier decided that he would curate, with the assistance of some drug addict, overweight bitch, the presence of 3 fake Cook County sheriffs at my house to say that months ago, right? Literally months ago, some fake judge asked me and Xavier to leave our house so that they could use it as a brothel at 1055 North Granville. That's Broadway and Granville. He's still there. I'm not going to pick him up. I just wanted to see if he was still there. So anyways, Xavier turns into this completely different person, like a crackhead, like a retarded crackhead. And I know that sounds weird, and I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that because I don't know a better way. He starts walking around really slowly. He goes and gets it. First, he starts being very abusive. Then he goes and gets a shopping cart. This is not, do you think that I would fall in love with someone like that? Like, are any of those desirable qualities to have? He starts walking around looking at the ground very closely, really slowly, all around, you know? And he just doesn't give me any attention, love, kindness. He starts yelling at me and screaming at me. There was one version of Xavier that I used to love that also felt retarded, or not Down syndrome, autistic maybe. And he would go like this all the time and get scared but then regular Xavier would be right back. But I felt like I would get frustrated at first. I would feel evil around this person, and I would get frustrated. And then I would look at him, and he would like try to close his eyes really tight, like he knew what was going to happen, but either he was in trauma response or abuse response, so that he couldn't communicate it to me. And when I would see him do that, I felt this, I needed to like hold him. I don't know how to describe it. And he would sit with his legs like crossed on top of each other. But there's someone really bad on that same line, you know, really bad. And so I haven't seen that version of Xavier in quite some time. I would say over a year. But this new version of Xavier is way worse. He's way worse than that. He doesn't act retarded or autistic in the sense of like, can't compute or can't communicate or, you know, is confused. He acts like that in a way that's like baiting and badgering. And then when you get to the point where you're so frustrated, he taps back into actual like reality and of his actual personality, who I met him to be, who I had a baby with, who have been in a relationship with this entire 4 years. And he taps back into that, and then all of that other weird stuff is gone, you know? And I don't know what to do about it. And I don't know, you know, it's the worst. And then they OTL are selling me all of these dreams, Dylan style. Oh, we can run away tonight and you'll wake up confused tomorrow in a down comforter and a pillow top mattress. Okay, great. When are you coming? What the fuck? And then I just wake up in my car. Like, no access to my apartment. I don't have a bed. I wake up, I have to pee. Xavier is having 38 different mentally challenged or weird personalities. Then he's overly aggressive right after that. I have to work. The last 3 days I've had to miss work because of the way that Xavier has acted. I will never be someone's number 3, 4, 5 ever. If you try to make me your number 2 even, I might murder you in your sleep. So the point is, I don't know what's going on with Xavier, and I am very concerned. So, yeah, that's it. I have to go to work, and I can't focus on work with the way he's acting. I don't like the influence around him. I don't like that they intentionally take over my free will and cause me to feel afraid and scared. I don't like that they froze my bank account and wouldn't allow me to access my bank account. I don't like that they froze my secondary phone line. I don't know who the higher power is here. I don't know who they are, but things are fucked up real bad. Really, 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 really bad here in Chicago. I don't know what's going on with you guys. They are not good here at all. Real bad. And they're calling it this revolution again. I don't play that game. And he came up to me and he's like, yeah, homie, this the streets. Like, what? Xavier doesn't even speak like that. Who are you in my husband's body? It's just weird, you know? And I don't like any of them. They're liars and manipulators and fucking scumbags. And I am tired. They make me feel so fucked up. You don't even know. Like, and then this fucking stupid, dumb bitch, McChufferton. How dare you? Like, how fucking dare you follow me around for 6 years calling me McChufferton? And the judge brings that up in court, McChufferton. Oh, let's take a look at the McChufferton website. Like, what the fuck? I'm here for a very serious thing. And I have to sit there and feel humiliated and bullied and instigated and antagonized while you pull up this fucking bullshit that isn't even real or truthful that I've been fucking reporting to the police for 6 years. And my 10 years ago when David Shepard started extorting me, and 10 years ago when Dylan decided that he wanted me to sleep with another man while he listened. I don't want to fucking sleep with any other man. And I do want to have sex. I want to have regular sex that isn't predatory or harmful or rape, you know? They're just fucking me up, you guys, real bad all the time. And I just feel like I have to keep on making a video about it every day until they fix it. Because otherwise, the uneducated and the ignorant will think that I'm just crazy, you know? And I'm not. I'm fucking telling you, it's awful. And they don't let me know things, like certain things. Like, they don't. No, I don't have any wrinkles. I had 1,000 milliliters of Revanesse, Juvederm, Restylane, and Botox. So anyways, Xavier started acting intentionally retarded this morning. And then he presented with pig face. I don't know if you guys know what that is. The souls, as they cycle, they have dog, they have pig, they have rabbit, they have, tell me the rest. A scarecrow, a skeleton. And I know what they're doing, you know. They don't let you care for a long time. They put me at 9. I can't go up here. It burns my forehead. I smell actually beautiful, but when I just went to the bank right now, and one of the tellers was like a really pretty man, they made me start smelling awful immediately in front of that man. But now I smell beautiful again. I drink like 3 to 5 bottles of water a day on average. And, like easily. And I don't eat like offensively odored foods, you know, with the exception of falafel, which is not offensively odored while you're eating it, but sometimes can give you some BO because of the strong seasonings. But I haven't had falafel in like a month. So I don't know, you know. And smell, odor is not an intermittent quality, you know. And I was supposed to be at work at 8 a.m. and now it's 11 a.m. or 10:51 a.m. And I'm just here fucking crashing and glitching out and having all this fucking weird technological shit take place. Last night, someone came OTL to me. And he or she said that they were going to rescue Xavier and I and keep us together. And that they have been with us before. And I remember her. I think I remember her from when I was in the tent, pregnant with Weston. I like her. I think. But not in a sex way. Anyways, the point is, why did I say that? I don't know. I was waiting for them to come. They said they had to remove the line and that they had the tools to do it. So, they have Xavier as a prisoner, and his security is undercover as Cubs game employees. I don't know how to get him out. I don't know how to use a gun or a knife. Try to be strong-minded when they start doing that. Maybe like a week ago, no, maybe like 2 weeks ago, they started letting me play music again, and it makes me real bad, really bad. I'm pretty sure it's not good for me, but I like it, but it makes me really bad now. It fucks me up really bad. I immediately start thinking about getting high on ecstasy. I don't have a drug addiction, but I've been so conditioned to the music and the setting. If I start playing Medusa or like Sam Felt, all I want to do is run away to a rave. But you know what else? I don't think we could blame it on the music entirely, because if I were at home having a happy life in my house with my children and I turned on the song, I probably wouldn't even want to do ecstasy, because I've never had an addiction to ecstasy. I think it's just an addiction to not being tortured. They've been torturing me for, I think, 16 days now and putting me through what they refer to as distress for closer to a year. Every day, without a single day off. Hold on. There's some guys on the corner saying, hey, hey, ho, ho, prostitution has got to go, which I agree with. I don't know. Oh, anyways, I put on that song and it started making me feel fucked up. And so I started crying a lot, you know? And then I was thinking, like, maybe it's not the music. Maybe if you have a good life, the music won't bother you at all. And maybe it's just being tortured for a long time and then hearing music that reminded you of love, and you just want to be back with love. Not sex, just love, you know? I could feel it when they make me start glitching out. Like, if you guys have watched my videos, you know that I know how to communicate really well, right? I'm smart. I'm not a dummy. I mean, I'm most certainly not a rocket scientist, but I'm smart. And they're giving me all these bites all over my arms and itchy. Like, they want me to get fucked up, you guys. They want me to look so bogus. I can't. Ugh. What was I telling you? Oh yeah, I could feel it when I start glitching out. Like, I was trying to communicate with this person and tell him at the bank that they were hurting me and that they were trying to make my husband and I separate, and that they were taking my husband away, and that I was there with him, observing him behaving in the way that he's been behaving, but I couldn't communicate it articulately. It was coming out something like, and then they want me to believe that I'm being raped, and then they put me in the ATM, but they don't allow the bank to work, and then they put grub, you know, and I'm like saying all these things, and I'm crying, and there's like all these tears all over my face, and makeup and stuff. And I watch a video of myself and I think, holy shit, they covered my arm in bites. I don't go outside. I never go outside. The only going outside I do is to go from my car to the building and then back to my car. I don't go outside. So I don't have bugs on me. And I don't even open my windows. I just keep the AC on and keep my windows open. And when I go to sleep at night, I sleep with no AC, even if it's hot. And I could breathe in here just fine, you know, without the AC on. But anyways, and I don't sweat. I sweat like clear water. And I showed them my ribs. My ribs are sticking out because they don't want to let me eat sometimes. And I don't know if that's because they're using the skeleton, or sometimes I can see the dog. Anyways, I can hear myself having a combination of a number of things: the ability and desire to communicate in a way that's articulate and understandable, while also trying to include as much information in as little time as possible. Stop saying that. No, I don't. Stop. No, I don't. No, I don't. Do you people not know what they do when they find out weird stuff about you sexually? Stop saying stuff about me. Leave me alone. I'm scared. And then they put me on the 9th dimension, really close to the sun. And when you're up there, they tell you that there's a wildfire because you're really living in the clouds, you know, and it's hot. And it burned my forehead. It gave these little radiation bubbles. And one right here. gone now. Now it's back. And I don't do drugs, you know, at all. I genuinely don't do drugs at all or drink. I never had an addiction. I did ecstasy every single day for 2 weeks straight. That was in 15 when I got kidnapped from my regular life into the nightlife and extorted. Maybe it was 3 weeks. It wasn't longer than a month. Well, it doesn't even work after day 3. You're just a zombie. I could never be a zombie. I like to sleep. I like to sleep. I like to be in the cool with a big blanket, sleeping, minding my own business and bothering no one. Zombies never sleep. Duh. I'm the opposite of a zombie. I like to sleep. If I could take naps every day, I would. And bake like some cupcakes and cook like a salad with wild rice and spinach / Italian blend mix, you know, the crunchy one, and cucumber, seedless cucumber slices, and carrots, but like the really thin ones, you know, not the thick ones, the really thin ones, not like a shaving, like a ribbon, but like a skinny toothpick size of carrot, and tomatoes and balsamic dressing and white rice and like either a little bit of steak or chicken or fake meat. Not fake meat like in that way. I don't like that. When I find out about that, I get really mad. lot of people are wearing masks even though it's not smoggy anymore. Now we're low. We're way lower than the clouds. We're not high today. We're low. And that's fine, you know. Sometimes it's better down here. Sometimes it's better up there. But sometimes it's better right here. We might be moving, actually. I tried to give Xavier a photo of Weston when they started making him act crazy, you know? He has too many lines and you could see him. He goes like this, and he's got like, see how I have 2? He has like 10 or more all over. And I'm just so sad about it, you know? I wonder if they're gonna just keep him forever. She said, once your lover is gone, you don't have sex with anyone anymore. Well, I have been married 3 times. 4 times if you include Xavier. And I had sex with all my husbands. I never wanted to have sex with anyone that wasn't my husband. They say that's a lie, but it's not. Maybe physically I've been attracted to someone who wasn't my husband, but I've never wanted to have sex with someone who wasn't my husband because I've been brainwashed to believe that monogamy is the only and best way. Which I agree with. That aligns morally and to my demographic and my values. But then how do you do that if they put you on a line with 10 or 12 or 20 or 5 or 4? You know what I mean? So it just feels like that would be the dumbest shit that they could ever do. And like that this whole entire problem, if that is what they're doing, would have been so easy to avoid had they just used common sense. Okay. And then when I got to the bank, see, they're doing it again, that glitch thing. And you know what? Sometimes they put a line in for me that I don't like. And I could see them, a physical appearance of them. And I say, I don't want you here. Go away. You know? And you know that nasty weird lady from that nasty weird show on Comedy Central where everyone is an idiot and they're nasty and weird? That was not nice. Well, anyways, they made that lady take Xavier's main line of communication, and those people, they don't even know me. They don't even care about me. Xavier loves me. If I was crying, it would hurt him. You know, if I was sad, it would hurt him. If I was in pain, it would hurt him, and the same vice versa. If he was crying or he was in pain, for me, it's different. For me, even a stranger could cry and I'll feel pain, you know, unless the bad people are here. When they take control, I have no way to feel. No way to feel. So. But I have to pay my insurance. You know, they don't let you be late on your insurance payments. And so I need to go. Because I need to go to work. And yesterday, look at this. Xavier didn't do that alone. Who the fuck did that with him? I think it was that nasty leprechaun lady from the DCFS office. That's the same lady that was stealing poor people's identities so that when it flips, she could get a better spot. She had sex with Xavier too, I think. It doesn't rain today. Unless they mean it rains money. Then I'll take it. I'm not allowed to listen to that music. I can feel her with me sometimes, but it's really scary when she comes around. Savior. Should I go and see what they're talking about? Or should I just ignore it and get gas? The body as a vessel, you know, type shit. Yesterday, they drove me around the Roscoe address. All around. OTL, they told me to go there. That's when all the bad stuff started happening. Usually it does, you know. I have to go potty. They've had like 5 causes since I got here. The first one was prostitution has got to go. Now there's something about pollution and clean air. Shit is so dumb. It's already starting to rain. Sonia's lying.
too awesome to ignore. For a limited time, pick up our new trio pepperoni and sausage cheese stuffed crust, 14-inch take and bake pizza, and the 10-pack of Dr. Pepper 10-ounce mini cans, all for only $15.99. Dinner is done. Life is better at Trio.
Coming. Were you knocking on the ladies? Oh yeah, that's the ladies' bathroom. I like apple. The golden pattern. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me grab a Coke.
Coke?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Or should I bring him a coffee? I'll bring him a coffee.
And what size do you want?
No, that's okay. Just these for here. I'll go get it at Dunkin'.
Okay.
Can I have $40 on number 9, please?
Number 9, you said $40?
Yes, please.
45 cents.
I have 10 cents.
Yeah.
I don't do methamphetamine, but I do take Adderall.
Oh yes, please. About 4, 5. How much did I grab last
Thank
time?
you. Have a great day. Thank you. Usually Xavier pumps my gas. I never ever pump my own gas or anything like that. never used to do drugs. I used them as a result of being human sex trafficked. But anyways, should I bring Xavier a coffee? I gotta go pick him up now. It's raining. My gas gauge, I have a 2024 car. My gas gauge on full is like 364 miles. They wrote down that I have 160 miles with a full fucking tank. What the fuck, bro? Well, where is my higher authority? This team is the worst fucking team in the history of teams. I cannot stand them at all whatsoever. They are the fucking worst individuals you could ever have met in your entire life, ever. Ever. Without exception. Ever. Are you gonna live here forever? What are you doing? You're not gonna come with me?
Yeah, when I get the U-lock, I'll be able to go. I'm not saying no, I can get it right now. I'm not saying no.
I think we have to break up.
I don't want to break up.
I know I'm gonna miss you.
No, I'm not.
Meet me over there. Shut the f- I will never feel good about Wrigleyville ever again in my life. I absolutely hate it here now. Hate. I don't like the Sox. I don't like the Cubs. I don't like anybody around. I don't like any of this shit. I don't like the cross-dressing shit. I don't like the gays. I don't like anything. See, I want you all to realize how they've been conditioning and programming me one by one to start disliking every single demographic. And they've made me feel really guilty for ever liking them in the first place. They said lesbians are traditionally very bad. And that the gays are also very bad, and cross-dressers are very, very bad. And they said that blacks are bad, and Mexicans are bad, and whites are bad. Pretty much everyone they say is bad from here, from this place. So... These people, what they're telling me, OTL, is that they're using Xavier's body for people to pass through. My husband. And that and then my friend, the Shawn Mendes one, said, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? Don't they understand that he can't use them to pass? And another guy said, well, now he feels really bad because he likes Heather and he sees that Xavier had a really good life, an opportunity with Heather. And when they leave, when they're done passing through the body, then the mess that they've created with regards to my apartment and my, everything that they've done, those problems linger for years and years. So that's what they're saying right now, OTL. Xavier! What in the fuck? He just told me to pull up here. Should I murder everyone? I said, no, we're not playing Coco, I'll kill. I said, no. That game was discontinued by the federal government. Xavier! You just said, meet me over there. I'm sitting there for 10 minutes or so. You're inconsiderate and rude. Let's just go back to being broken up, okay? Yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to go to work all day. Are you just going to live here now?
I live here.
Okay, I'm not going to live here.
Where are you with now?
And you have no phone number in my phone. So I tried to do this over there so we wouldn't have to be blocking traffic, but you forced me to sit there calling you for minutes and minutes and minutes.
All my stuff is right.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't consent to this. I don't want to be a part of these games.
I don't want anyone to steal it.
Then you shouldn't have spread it all around. I don't know what to tell you. And what sense does it make that every street around here is closed for the Cubs game other than this one? I hate this team, bro. They're the dumbest, fucking, most ignorant pieces of shit, selfish pieces of actual crap that you could ever even imagine to exist. So entitled, so fucking privileged. I actually despise them. Like, I really do. Every fucking time they come around, they just use us. They have this face of Jehovah this and believe this and do good and good comes unto you, but they're all low-key whores. They fuck and suck anything and everything. Xavier calls them reptiles. He says reptiles will have sex with literally anything. He says that all the time. Yeah, he says that. Well, yesterday someone told me that I might get turned into a reptile because they just need a tank and they're small to transport. and low maintenance. But I don't know. We'll see. Some days I wouldn't mind when they treat me like this and leave me with no way. I would definitely not mind, you know, but I don't exist here, which is why I asked you guys to take me off this line, and I haven't been on this line in a long time. They said they were going to use my husband's body to work as a trans cross-dressing prostitute because their family is having a hard time making ends meet. And they know they could get it done. That's what they said. There's no police around. There's no government. I mean, whatever this place is fucked up. And I'm letting you know. He's on the same block as a police station and a school. There are girls walking around with their whole entire you-know-what's exposed, not even caring to cover themselves. There was a girl having sex behind a Yukon behind the police station while Xavier was standing right behind it, and he was like trying to make me feel uncomfortable and insecure, but with intention. You know, and he's got 4 pizzas and he doesn't even share with me, but he's sharing food to all the people who pass by. I don't like them. I don't like them at all as a demographic. I do not like them. I am hungry. Do you think that I want to eat someone else's food who clearly doesn't even want to share with me? No. I will go get my own food. Fuck you. That's how I feel about it, period. And you know what? My team, when they get back, who are you holding that food for? What? I didn't do that. I would like you, I'm saying one more time on camera, I would like you to get in the car now with me where you're supposed to be, your wife and the mother of your 2-year-old child, and I would like you to understand that you are destroying my whole entire inside when you behave this way, and I do not like it. No, Xavier, this is not about me having someone else. No, they started fucking with me. They wouldn't allow me to cash out my Grubhub. You have fucked with me and wouldn't let me work for the last 3 days. They made me have a complete glitch out, a 0 to 100, a rage bait. They did all the fucking traditional things I've been documenting on all platforms for the last, I don't know how many years. When I said, I do not consent. I do not consent. No, you're not allowed. And they fucking did all that shit and made me go through it alone by myself. And then they brought an AI agent who told me that they were going to disappear me. And that by the end of the evening, I'd be back in my own bed with a fucking down comforter and air conditioning. I've had air conditioning my entire life. What functioning adult doesn't have air conditioning? And yes, they put us in climate-controlled boxes under the perception that we were still in our same apartment at that place. I don't know what the fuck games they're playing here. Go around! Xavier, I'm touching distance from this vehicle. Anytime I start speaking too factually or their part of truth is subject to be discredited, then they get mad and start curating these beepings and all of this other shit.
They can do it together. All my things are wet. I got completely caught in the rain. I didn't pay attention.
But you could have just been in the back seat supporting your wife since 8 a.m. to go and get a paycheck so that our car insurance and my car payment can be paid on time. I hate you. I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart and soul. This is a very difficult job for me to do alone. I'm talking right now. They treat me like shit here. They fucking make me want to kill myself. They make me feel unsafe. They scare me. They do all sorts of shit. And your only job is to be a husband to me. That is your only job. Not to fucking be a support person passing out pizza to these dumb fucking pieces of shit. Not to be a storage locker for these...
I'm just drying off my things. All my things got wet. I got just put them in the car right
now. I'm not sleeping here tonight. So you need to have your shit ready. I never want to come back to this part of town again in my entire existence. You have blatantly destroyed my entire ability to feel safe here. No, I don't. Either you're leaving with me or we're breaking up, and I don't have anyone else. I gotta go. I'll probably be back super late. I don't have any other new person. You mean the AI agent?
Should I leave the bag in your bed?
I only rolled the window down this much. You probably won't be here when I get back.
Can I take it?
No. I'm gonna come back, but you might probably not be here.
Don't do that. I'll either be here or there.
Okay, I have to go now. Now I have to go subject myself to being harassed by all of these fucking strangers and set up and say that I'm doing this or that when I'm not. And they might turn off my awareness and hold me there for a long time or rape me.
Bring back water. If it's not raining.
Yeah, no problem.
If it's not raining, I'll
If it's not too much to ask while you are possibly going to be harassed, stalked, raped, called names, separated from everyone that you love, interrogated, scared, and under maybe a few 7,000-8,000 different types of pressure. Would you mind grabbing a case of water also? Absolutely.
Either be under the civilian or over there, but it's still raining. So.
This is not acceptable. This is not going to work.
This is the best I can do right now.
No, it's not. You need to get your shit and get in the fucking car now. I would like to run over your leg.
Please, I'll just take it down if you're not going to come back.
I have to go. My new AI agent and I are going to have a great day today. Without you.
So you're talking to a new person?
No, it's just my AI agent. Not a person. Are you a person? Oh, they are a person.
Should I take the bag or not?
No.
Are you going to be back?
Yes. But I'm not going to stay here. I don't like it here at all.
You've been safe the last 2 nights.
No, I have not.
Don't say out loud.
That nasty fucking bitch is here in this area, and I don't like her, and I would like... And I don't want to be here when they're going to go to war. You understand that, right? This is going to be a really bad area, and I need to leave before that happens.
It's a resort.
The reptile people are already in town. Remember what you said about the salamanders? Okay, well, the reptile people are here, so you know who comes next. Yeah, that's my tears. Crying down crying down your hand because of your actions and how they've affected me negatively. I had a nervous breakdown in front of the bank. They made me glitch out in the driving area. I told some guy all the things they've done to me in the last like 10 days. So I have to go. Yeah, be ready though, because I'm not staying here tonight. Are you going to leave with me?
See, you're trying to raise reasonable doubt.
Are you going to fucking leave with me or not? You said you were going to leave with me this morning at 8 a.m. You instigated and antagonized me for 2 hours. You made me miss my entire shift of work yesterday. The day before that, you made me miss several hours of work. Should I come back and get you? Are you leaving with me? Or are you going to live on the steps of this fucking church, smoke pot, and do all this other weird shit? This is a school. I mean, it's not a church, it's a school. And there's a police station right there. We're on Addison and whatever the fuck. What?
Shut up.
Whatever. The point is, this is a school. That is a police station. And the way these people are behaving, these people are sexualized. They're creepy. They're clearly selling sex. They're clearly doing weird shit. It looked like they were filming a porn in the school yesterday. And I told you this. There was a Yukon parked on this side. They had Xavier's character standing right there. My husband. This is my husband's buddy. He's standing right there. Mind you, we haven't been able to see our... Well, I'm not allowed to talk about that. And they just glitched out my line and made it look like there was a Hawaiian right there.
Don't talk about it, damn it. Look at that little go-kart. I'm just getting pissed off. I gotta go back.
Are you going to leave with me or not?
Are you gonna bring the bag back?
I'm not going to be back until really late. We're going to break up. You're going to ruin everything. I didn't cheat either.
I love you, just come back.
You're not giving me love.
I will.
You're not. For a long time.
I promise I will. Just come back.
Are you going to stay here all day?
Yes.
How long?
Please bring water.
Are you going to leave ever?
I don't know, but please come back. Yes, sir.
I don't know how to diagnose that. I told you already, there's multiple lines, numerous different energies or people or efforts in each person. I don't like going to work by myself. They kill me first, and then they keep me here the longest. First in, last out. They said that they were going to let me retire from this. And then they were having a conversation about how ironic it was that the time to retire is also the time that you become enlightened. But if that's the case, then that means I'm going to die soon. I need to get new windshield wipers, and I don't even know how to do that. And Xavier's not even here because he's over there being these people's fucking maid or dog or whatever the fuck they call him. They don't give him any money. They give him food that he eats himself or shares with those people that come around. And he just leaves me there to go to work by myself. My tummy hurts. My breath tastes like something that I recognize, but I'm not sure what. Yesterday, they gave me a double quarter pounder with cheese, no toppings. That's how I like it. If it's gonna be a burger from McDonald's, well, because when I was lifting weights, I used to count just protein. That's all that mattered to me, really, when I wanted to have bigger muscles. I don't want to have bigger muscles anymore. I already told you guys, I don't want to be stronger. I want to be more well taken care of and restful. Strength and developing strength requires and calls for hard work and discomfort. And I'm tired of that. I've done enough of that. I don't want any more hard work and discomfort. I want naps and cozy blankets and candles that smell delicious. And peace. They're trying to use the 48 laws of power to make it appear as though they don't want the things I just described that really everyone wants. I didn't eat the whole thing. I ate about 70% of the burger last night that Xavier gave me. No onions, no pickles, no lettuce, no tomato, no ketchup, and no mustard. If I have a regular burger, like a burger from Portillo's, I like to have the burger with lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, cucumbers if they have it, and just a tiny bit of ketchup and mustard. But for the quarter pounder with cheese, I just like it like that with no topping. And I don't know how they knew that that's how I liked it. I never do anything without Xavier. Please do not do odors. I said beautiful, fine fragrance. It smells delicious. My body is lovely. I put a bunch of Sephora. Yesterday I used Oud and Bermaget. Stronger with You. The Only One. Maybe Devotion. Maybe. Mew Mew. Good Girl. And also I used a squirt of Goddess, Burberry Goddess, Mew Mew, the white bottle, not the clear bottle. But Xavier gave me a sample of the clear bottle. It's called something flower. It's new. Mew Mew, MIU, has 3 fragrances. A white bottle, a clear bottle, and I believe a pink bottle. Goddess by Burberry is a clear bottle with a golden label. And it's in the shape of a square. Carolina Herrera is Good Girl. A stiletto heel. I have a mini of it here. I don't know if you've seen this before. So nice. I also have a mini of Prada candy. And then the only one, Queen and My Devotion, are Dolce & Gabbana. And then Joe Malone, that's a classic favorite of mine, is Oud and Bermaget. Oud is my favorite fragrance profile in the world. Oud, O-U-D. Yeah. And then, what else? I think that's all. My daughter has cheerleading today, so I hope it stops raining, or I hope she already had it in the morning. Usually I like to text and call my children early, first thing in the morning, to make sure they're all right. But today I didn't get a chance because, well, everything that they did to me. Well, what I mean by that is, well, I was promised my house already and my safe space with my house, a garage for my car, and safety from all of these things that these people do. And I don't have that still. So every morning that I don't have that is a morning that I say, you did something to me. And with regards to any additional possibilities of doing something, I don't know anything from today. Well, besides the entire thing that I described earlier in the gas station and on the way to the bank when they were externally controlling me, OTL. Super predatory. They did it on purpose. They said that I was in a torture for 18 days or something like that. Thank you. Okay, guys, I have to go now. Have a nice day, and if you guys are hungry, order from Grubhub and give your driver a humongous tip